so relevant. So yeah, I just think it's because of popularity.
And you have seen the pictures, you've seen the captions, you have seen the brands, but have you really seen them? This is Off the Gram with Kekee.mo, and I show you what you don't see. Guys, hi.
Hi.
Hi. So, okay, I'm going to start with you. Right.
Yeah.
Your Instagram name.
Yes.
Supreme Para. You seem skeptical about that question. Why?
Because the name there's quite like a funny story behind the name. So I got Instagram in July last year, and I was chilling with my friends, and I was like, so what must I call myself? And they're like, since everyone supposedly thinks you're a hoe, then call yourself Pera, because that's hoe in Spanish, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, I was first local Pera actually, and then I just moved to Supreme. So I was like, yeah, Supreme Pera. So usually when people ask me what it means, I just quite mice because it's weird. Because you like, why would someone call themselves a Supreme hoe? But Pera sounds pretty better. A lot of people are not calling themselves
it makes sense.
Pera. So
yeah. And then Lebu, yours is just Lebu.
my name is her name,
Is that it?
Yeah.
Because I know it was Lebu Jonga New, and then it became Lebu Jonga the goat, right?
Yes, and then
Yes, and then now it's just your name.
just
Instagram.
Lebu Jonga.
Why all of the changes?
Because my last account was hacked, and then I had to change it to Lebu Jonga New. And then a friend of mine just recently passed away, Rory the goat. And then we decided all of us were going to change it to the goat, something the goat. And then now it's just Lebu Jonga, because I'm finally proud to call myself Lebu Jonga, because I've always been bashed about it. And then,
Why have you been bashed about it?
I think it's because I'm just straight to the point with people, which comes off as rude and heartless, but which I'm just like really straight to the point, and that's what people don't understand. Like, they'll never get me like that. I really don't know. I think it's because of how I'm so close with guys.
Yeah.
But I don't necessarily do things with guys. Like, I'm very likable. Like I get along with guys a lot. So some girls supposedly think like, oh no, she's busy with the guy or whatever, because I'm so close with guys. Yeah. So I think it's that energy that I bring off. People just supposedly think, oh no, she's a hoe or whatever.
I get that. And then within your social media, I'm asking you now, within your social media, do you feel like the things people say get to your head? Like, do you need the validation, like, oh, you're so pretty, or like, oh, this picture is whatever? Does it get to you? Does it lift you up? Does it bring you down? Or is it just
I think everybody thinks that I don't care what a lot of people say about me, and because I put on a big character and stuff like that, and the things that people say about me are the worst. And to be honest with you, I do care about what a lot of people think about me and my posts. Hence, I always ask my sister, should I post this, should I not? Because she'll be straight up with me, because I care so much about what people have to say about me. But I'm getting to a point where I'm just getting so used to it when people call me this, that, each and every single day. So then now it's just like, okay, I don't care what I post anymore. It's just I'm doing it for me.
And you?
I guess like when people comment, like it's everyone just feels great when someone says you're so beautiful, whatever, right? It just lifts you up in a way. But I don't seek for that validation from everyone else. If I know within myself that I am pretty, or I value myself and I know my worth, I don't need a bunch of people who comment on my captions or comment on my pictures and like the picture, so I feel like worthy. So basically the likes and the comments on my pictures don't really matter to me, because I know I had the confidence in myself to post the picture in the first go.
And all of these bad comments and stuff that people say, where do you guys see them? Are they in your comments, like directly, or Do you see them from other people? How do you guys find out?
You get like invited in group chats,
Yeah.
first of all.
And that's when you know it's like bad.
Bad. You get, the new WhatsApp status, people post,
Yeah.
throw shade, exposure pages, have a lot to say. They're not really direct. They never direct. Like they won't put it under your comment section. That's the thing. It's always an exposure page. Or if they really have the guts to do it, they're going to invite you into a WhatsApp group chat. But usually it's like on exposure pages.
And you guys, when you're invited into the WhatsApp groups, do you not take it any further? Do you leave it there, just leave the group, or do you talk? Do you say anything?
I quite say something and then I leave the group.
Yeah.
If I get annoyed. I've always been bullied. Well, not bullied, but like I've always been bashed at since grade 6 from primary school. So you kind of get enough of it, but you try not to entertain it. Like I will be like, I'll get back at you and say something, and then I'm going to just lose and get out of the group chat. But I'm not ignorant to it because I demand respect from people, and that comes off as being like a really mean person or whatever. So you just can't sit back and watch someone else bash at you.
And then there was quite a while ago an exposure group, an exposure page on Instagram, and they said stuff about you. What happened when you saw that?
Oh God. Like I just started crying.
Really, just
Like I just let it out because I was like, nah, it's cool, it's fine, it's whatever. And then I went on the page and I was like, oh my God. Everyone was just like, there's another exposure page. I was like, okay, it's whatever.
And what was said about you on the exposure page?
They said that I was pregnant and that I sucked dick to get alcohol at parties, and they mentioned something about my mom and her passing on, and then that was the main part that just hit me like,
Yeah, I can
okay,
imagine.
don't do that. You know?
Yeah, okay. And then, Tato, you told me that you're fun, but you're quiet. Okay, I know that I'm a quiet person, so I'm generally not that fun. How do you do both?
If I'm like meeting you right now, I'm obviously going to be quiet and reserved. But once you get to know me, you're going to know that I'm fun. I'm not everyone's person. So if I vibe with you, I'm going to show you my fun side. If I don't necessarily vibe with you, then you're going to think I'm quiet. So I don't open up to everyone, and I'm not for everyone, I guess. That's why.
And you, Lebu, do you, like, immediately when you meet someone, or you just that person that just welcomes them, or you like a little bit standoffish, or?
God, I don't know, I'm like super fun. Like I'll just be nice to everyone, but then if you give me like a bad vibe, then it's gonna be like, alright, I caught on.
Okay.
And then she at you quick.
Okay. So then, okay, I wanna, because I just thought of something. I wanna go back to the topic we were talking about before this. You've got a boyfriend now, right?
I do.
Yes. And with the past of people saying things about you, how does he deal with that?
That's the question. He thought really bad of me before we started talking, and he heard that I was a hoe and stuff like that. And then I was like, don't listen to what people have to say about me. And I think I've said that to my exes also, that don't listen to what people have to say about me, because at the end of the day, I hardly date. I don't even pull at parties. I'm always just sloshed out of my mind. And I just do them, like, I just turn up with my friends. So with him, it was just, he was a bit skeptical, I won't lie. He really was. But after he saw, like, I'm not the person everyone says I am, like, then he was just like, yeah, it's cool.
And then you dated, was it like boy Sean?
Yeah.
What happened there? What happened?
We were together, and he was very lovely. Like, he still is lovely. Like, I still love him with everything in me. And I always still care for him, and I tell him that, like, all the time. I just hope he won't mind me, like, saying, like, what happened. I guess I'm not gonna like go into detail, but we just were together, but we only had the title that we're in a relationship. The significance behind a relationship, like everything else, just wasn't there anymore. But I tried, like, obviously, like, trying my best to, like, put everything together. But he was, on his side, he was quite done. And on my side, I was, like, trying to, like, put everything together. So when I'm in a relationship, I believe two people are pulling strings. So when I'm pulling the string, obviously I'm going to fall back alone. So then he was the one who actually ended it and said that he doesn't want to do this anymore. So he was quite done he was quite done with me from a very long time, I guess, because I was the one putting in all the effort.
Yeah.
But the love is still there from my side because he meant a lot to me. And I just hope I still mean as much as he means to him. Yeah, I tried not crying, but yeah.
Do you think that it created these things, these ideas that people have? Or do you think that these people just want to papala you guys? They just want to be bored?
And like at the end of the day, I was just a person who thought, okay, let me start an Instagram. Let me just have an Instagram account. Let me like everyone else. And then all of a sudden, I blew up, and then everyone had this perspective. So I just think I blame it on popularity, full on. Like the reason people say shit about me is because language. The reason people say all of this is because I'm like so irrelevant. So yeah, I just think it's because of popularity.
And you also think it's because of
I
popularity?
do, because if I wasn't known, then no one was gonna actually say anything about me. So when the followers go up, people notice you and then they start talking about you. They want to bring you down. They want to like draw everything out of you. So I think that's what happens, popularity and jealousy as well, because people envy you. They want to be you. So I just don't want to.
And let's say, okay, no, I wouldn't do that. But let's say someone comes to you, a female, a girl, maybe younger than you, that wants to be where you are right now. And they ask you, how did you become popular? What would you tell them? What gave you the Lehujonka? What gave you Supreme Perak? How did you get there?
Okay, well, first of all, to be honest with you, I would tell that girl she does not want it. She should not want it. She should not pray for it, nothing, because it's the worst thing. I can say that I hate popularity. I hate the fact that I even started an Instagram account. I hate it. But if she does, I mean, just go to lots of parties and just be there and
Do the most.
Do the most, do the things.
I would tell the girls too that it's something you, like everyone wants, like, I think when you used to watch like High School Musical, or no, not High School Musical, Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Yes, you wanted to be like in that group, like you wanted to be the popular girls who just walk by and whatever. And if someone wants to come to me and say, I want to be like you, or how did you get there, and how did you do it, I guess you just be yourself. Because I was myself from the get-go.
Yeah.
And yes, you do have to go out, do the most.
Yeah.
And I don't know, drink, no. Yeah, you drink. You like just down it. And just have fun and just be an open person. Don't be reserved. Just be yourself. And if you're yourself and some people will like you for it, some people will hate you for it. I mean, not all of our followers like us. Some of them just follow us to just see, to judge and talk. So just be yourself, and if it's for you, it will come to you. If it's not, then
I'm going to play the 5-second rule with you guys, but it will be between you two.
Okay.
I'm going to explain the game now. The 5-second rule is basically I am going to give them, I'm going to say something and they have to mention 3 things of that caliber. Whoever mentions the things faster I guess ones.
Yeah.
Basically. Okay, let's go. Name 3 dinosaurs.
Again, Stegosaurus.
Time's up.
Okay.
Okay. You now. Name 3 bands with a number in them. 3 bands with a number in them.
Isn't One Direction a band?
No, but
You see,
I'm
I'm quite. It's like
No, guys.
like
No.
we're quite the dumbest.
Okay. Name 3 things you wear underneath. Name 3 things you wear underneath your clothes.
nothing. Panty.
Yes, and